I'm trying
Maybe.
to rejoin on. You aren't showing us live on Twitch.
You got
Wait, we are. It just says null for the title. It could have just been
Looks
that
like-
it's
So there we go.
combined.
We got it.
Okay. It looks like YouTube is not live now, though. So that's, par for the course. Oh, all right. We're live on YouTube now. Perfect. We should be live in all the places. I hope. I'm not signed into Facebook on this, so.
Yep, I'm seeing it.
It's on Facebook?
YouTube is good. I don't know about Facebook.
Cool. That's all I care about.
Does Facebook still exist?
Facebook does still exist, believe it or not. All right, so we last we met, you guys got yourselves in a little trouble. A little stinky trouble.
I wouldn't say we got ourselves in a little stinky trouble.
Yeah, we
ended up in a little stinky trouble.
yeah.
It's true. You got kind of sent into trouble.
Yeah.
The rat found the trap.
It did.
It
The rat didn't go looking for the trap.
The rat was placed
Correct.
adjacent to the trap.
Yeah.
And then it went off.
The rat was drugged and placed on the trap, then slapped awake and said, "Oh, how did you get there?" Oh no.
You guys were asked to go
We guessed with the
investigate
rat.
a missing
happening?
student. Oh. You guys were sent to go investigate. And you found a lock the size of a large child had been deconstructed and was on the ground, forced open. And this mysterious door down a dark tunnel to another part of the school was open, with a trail of blood leading down the stairs. You guys followed this trail. You found kind of a hidden alchemist laboratory under the school. You got yourselves trapped in a room because the door slammed shut behind you. You made your way forward, hearing chanting in a strange language.
Speaking of,
Yeah. Well, now YouTube's mad at me for using 10. Whatever. It's probably because it's 1080. We can hear a screaming child off in the distance, which is just eerie considering.
you can hear it in the recording.
Yeah, all things considered.
It's ambience.
It's background music. What are you talking
It's Flea.
about? Yeah.
Off in the distance, you guys heard up.
Screams internally.
And you stealthily opened a door. Saw a 5.5 foot tall frog-like creature presiding over this ceremony, and you saw Gareth Stormeyes, unconscious, laying on a stone slab operating table type thing, with 3 cloaked figures surrounding him other than the frog. A struggle ensues, and the frog gets away. You guys take care of the henchman, but then Gareth stands up from the table, opens his eyes. They're jet black, with streaks of red sparkling through them. Some comments were made about mother's not going to be happy about this by the henchman, and the darkness will come. We'll be back. And the last thing Gareth said before he stepped through a portal that opened out of nothingness was something about Mother calling. And that's where we'll pick up. He has stepped through the portal. It's gone. What do you do in the next 10 to 20 seconds?
Just kind of a short rest,
No.
because I need to heal, please. What are the rules for healing on a short rest? in
There
Pathfinder?
are not exactly
There's first aid.
Yes, you can do first aid, which takes 10 minutes, not 10 seconds.
You said 10 minutes.
No,
I did.
you
say
said
10
20
seconds.
seconds.
I said 6 to 10 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, 6 to 10 seconds?
I would
I would
make sure there aren't any other threats in the room. / look for other ways to exit.
I would like to reload my gun.
Okay.
I vomit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm also got a magic hangover.
Of having gone from, if I recall, my ranger dueling two-handed to just you see the visible stance of like, yep, it's flee, and seeing the table, what's happened, everything around it, and then remembering the last few seconds of like, oh, that's bad. Just shucks on the table and puts the knives away, as he now has 2. Thank goodness. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go.
You
Where-
okay there, buddy?
No. Where it look like
I mean, I was being
I'm
facetious.
gonna go sit in the other room.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah, sit down.
Now, a few seconds pass. You sit down and narrowly miss sitting in your own vomit. I need all 3 of you to make a perception check. This is going to be a very high DC.
I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, not happening.
Nope.
Whoa. We have a chatter.
11.
11?
Yeah.
16.
16?
And Elthandor got a 10. Can we combine those?
No.
Well,
The DC was 20.
5. Oh, 20. Well,
60.
That's still high enough.
shit.
None of you notice the edges of your vision start to grow black.
Oh, I think Flea just thinks it's
No.
sick.
But it's not like you're blacking out or passing out, but as the next few seconds pass, the room starts to grow pitch black. But almost palpably. Almost like the light is not just leaving, but the atmosphere is growing like fog, but it's like a fog that blocks light.
I would start to back out of the door into the previous rooms, and I would
Well,
try
this happens fast enough that you can't really see.
Okay. Then I'm like,
Your dark vision, you can't see.
Yeah,
It's okay, boys. I've
Magical
done this
practice.
before.
I think I'm
It's just,
passing out.
it's just like the doctor's
It's
office.
taking me.
A voice enters the room, and Elthandor, you hear it first. I can taste the arcane emanating from you.
don't know what you're talking about. I say as I rip off my mage armor and discard and think the most.
Your vision's completely black. You can't even see each other. There are torches on the walls that you can't see.
Yeah.
But you feel this presence. You feel it pressing against you, and all of you hear this voice now. It slowly kind of came in as you heard the arcane. I can taste it.
Yep. Yeah.
I thought it would be easy, but I did not think it would be this easy. Who are you that have awakened me from my slumber?
Is this a real voice or is this telepathic?
You can make a check for this.
Cover your ears, see if the voice goes away.
You could do that, but you could make a check. You could either make a perception, or you can make a
perception.
My brain is defaulting to D&D. Hold on.
Arcana?
No. You've got
Occultism?
fortitude, reflex, and will. You can make a will save.
Okay.
I think he will.
I think he succeeded critically.
What is it?
Nat 20 plus 5.
This voice is both places. It is audible and in your mind.
I hate it.
It is audibly in your mind.
What? I just want to speak out. What do you mean by too easy?
I would try to.
Are you calling me dumb?
I'm calling you my savior.
And what is your name?
You can call me Mother.
What was it?
Mother.
How about you feed me some more arcane?
If you would let the darkness up a little bit, I would love to feed you some more arcane.
Also, there was a room full of people here that were way more magical than us. They would be way better for you to spend your time.
It happens again.
As you
Arcane.
guys,
Bark.
that's gonna be fortitude, by the way.
Huh?
Fortitude
Make,
save.
making another? No.
What was your fortitude save?
Oh, do we have the spinning wheel?
8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely
Mhm.
upchucked. Now why don't we play a game and see how long you can survive?
What? Do we know the source in the room of where?
Everywhere.
How?
Yeah,
Well,
you just
you
said-
said it's both, but
The voice though, it's everywhere.
Oh, okay, cool.
How confident am I that I have that I retained my bearings from before things blacked out?
Give me a will save. As this voice says,
Oh, nope.
as the voice says
bad,
this,
actually.
your vision starts to faintly come back,
Okay.
and the ground beneath your feet begins to shake. The doorway behind you crumbles as rock from above begins to cave in. I need you to make a reflex saving throw since since you were intending to try to back
Oh,
your way
yeah.
out the door.
Okay, I'm better at that one. 18.
Okay, you narrowly dodge this stone as it comes forward. There is one way out, and it's the way that the frog creature went down the hallway.
Sick.
The room is caving in around you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm booking it.
As my friend Josh would say, this is me lighting a fire under you.
And we're running.
Yeah.
See, I
There's only one thing you
all
can
my
do.
characters have survival instincts.
All
and
of
you
you,
can try to beat the room.
you two make reflex saving throws
Yeah,
too.
it's time for me to take over, Flea. Go back to sleep.
Flea, it's time for us to flee.
Flea, it's time.
It's what I'm good at.
Heyo, with that is also a dirty 20.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, a what? You said it was a
Reflex.
What save? Reflex? Hold on. 23, I think I still have a -1 penalty.
You do. You have not rested yet.
23.
That's good enough. It wasn't. 15 was the DC.
Cool.
You guys are able to make your way into this hallway. It's a very crudely carved, almost like mine shaft. Like there's just like these logs that have been cut down to like brace the ceiling to keep it from collapsing. You guys,
Are you saying it's a mine shaft?
It's an extremely popular game.
it's a shaft from a mine.
They call
I have
it
been
a
here before.
mine.
I've
You
seen this.
you feel right at home. and you guys just book it. I'm going to just need one more reflex save to see how the rest of this goes. It's very dark. Hugh, your dark vision is going to come in clutch right now.
25.
Okay?
21.
Okay. 15 or higher.
12.
You all started this game with 1 hero point.
You're right.
That important, huh?
12.
You take
It do be like that.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a piece of the tunnel begins to collapse, and one of these beams bops you in the head.
So 2.
2. Yep. You push forward a little further, and who's charging through? You are. Make a perception check for me real fast. I know this is a lot of checks, but just bear with me.
Oh, I do also have the light.
25.
25.
I'm off to a hot one today, baby.
You notice that this tunnel abruptly ends and spills out into a sewer that drops about 10 feet below. You got to do it, but
Yep.
you see it coming.
Yep, we're
Do
doing
you do you communicate?
Telling them.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, get ready to jump. Foot in the poop.
As you sploosh, as you sploosh down, you all can make reflex saves yet again, or you could do acrobatics. Either one, and you have fortune because Hugh saw it
21.
coming.
Gotcha.
Huh?
21.
21.
Plus what for fortune?
Fortune is an advantage essentially, so you could roll again if you wanted.
Oh, 21.
Also 21.
20.
Perfect. 20 was the DC, which is why I gave you guys. Falling rules are different. You guys sploosh down into the poo, and you hear the tunnel just completely collapse. It's gone. You are now in the middle of a sewer tunnel.
Would I not know where we're at?
Not anymore. No.
Okay.
You knew where you were.
Yeah.
The place. It essentially was a quarantined research laboratory for the department that is handling magical rejuvenation.
Dangerous stuff.
Yes, that's why it was so isolated. And it looks like they tunneled in from the sewer. So you know that there is a sewer, but you wouldn't know exactly where you are. So as you guys are standing there, you can go left or you can go right.
Well, I have a question. Can I get 10 minutes to administer myself first aid, fellas? I'm
yeah?
looking a little bit worse for wear.
What does that 10 minutes look like?
I think it's definitely a good thing that I showed up when I did. Yeah, we should probably hang out.
Yeah, we could.
How do I do this?
I don't think any of us are feeling super great right now.
Yep. Everyone take 10 to get yourself cleaned up.
To expand the compendium for actions. Actually, you should just be able to say add action. Yeah, so when actions hit browse, you should be able to add first aid. And just drag it into your stuff.
Now,
Oh, yeah, first aid.
strictly speaking, with first aid, you're supposed to be trained. You need to have proficiency.
There's a.
Oh, it
And-
says I have to do healing tools.
There should be a
Healer's tools.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. One of you has to have healer's tools to be able to actually perform first aid.
Which I don't think we do. Nope.
treat wounds is what I was thinking.
Yes.
I've got soap.
So treat wounds would be.
Also healers.
We would still need the healer's tools. Okay, yeah, no, we're.
I've got soap and rope, so I think we're good.
Do you traditionally heal people with that?
All right. Well,
No.
Well, they stopped dying, right?
Yeah, I mean,
They
at
finished.
some point.
never mind. Well, fellas, left
Does somebody light a torch?
or right?
Not in a sewer.
Yes.
Sewer gas?
Yeah. It's just a little methane.
It seems to be well ventilated.
Yeah.
The poop's not stagnant.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's a pretty steady stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
It's a
awful.
river.
I hate
reminds me
that.
of lunch today.
It's that color.
I hate it here.
Okay. You.
Do we? Yeah.
Hey, left or right?
Can
just-
I make
just-
a?
This is a good reminder that somebody probably should pick up some healer's tools. But yeah.
If only we were given healers.
Yeah.
Do we need? Should I make like a survival check, stealth, society, religion?
To figure out where you're going.
Yeah.
Survival.
Cool. Ooh, does that count as with my thing?
I'm gonna play nice. I asked him, so I'm not gonna roll.
Perception checks, no. Skill checks, yes.
I said I asked him, so I asked them,
Oh.
so I'm gonna let them roll for it.
Ooh, another dirty 20. Which would be a 19 because I still have a -1. I got a +1, -1. So 19.
I'm gonna be up until 3 a.m. It's okay.
Oh, we got our first spam.
On the YouTubes.
Yeah.
It's not the first. I promise.
It won't be the last. Hot singles in our area?
Yeah, you know it.
We've made it.
Boom.
Okay.
I put them in timeout.
I was trying to report it.
Oh yeah, they. Wow.
It's one of those like find singles things.
Uh-huh.
So it was.
Chris, congratulations! You're now a moderator on YouTube. Because I can't have that open all the time.
Gotcha.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it was like girls for XYZ.
Yep.
That's terrible. Okay.
Not a sponsor.
You guys,
Not-
banned
Yeah,
my,
not.
you guys banned my account.
All right. You get the feeling. You can tell that the water is moving eastward, and that there's usually an outlet wherever this is going out into a big body of water.
You know, I like to say, go with the flow, which is that way.
Let's go.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to the source of all of this.
No. Always towards the exit.
Also, never.
You begin to travel through the sewers. What is the conversation like?
Well,
There's you only got one way to go, so the smell's pretty bad, but
Yeah, I'm not living in here. I'm out. Oh man. We're getting out here faster now, right?
Aren't
Yeah.
you raised on a farm?
Yeah, but there's a difference from I'm not stopping to talk. I'm gonna keep walking. There's a difference in like manure and like this kind of thing, but yes, it's not great when you're having to smell it the whole time. It's when it seeps in your clothes and you keep smelling it for like days later. That's when it's the worst.
I
one's
think I
gonna
see
enjoy it.
something that came out of me the other day. So this is definitely from.
you see a whole cob of corn float by.
Long ways.
Yep. It looks like it's been eaten a long way. Yeah, that was me.
Shoot, can we listen?
What?
I don't feel great. Can
Hey,
we
I have
like,
a question for
can we,
you.
like, run?
Do you have any context when you, when you switch?
When I what? I'm just messing with you. Yeah, no, I know what happens. I'm like, there's a weird thing where it's like the first couple of seconds are kind of disorienting, and
Yeah.
it's like when you come into a room and you forget why you were there for a minute, and then it comes back to you. You know, and when you go into a room and you want to do something,
Yeah.
and you're like, wait, why did I come in here? Oh, right. It's kind of like that, but just very quick, very disorienting for a minute. But you catch up.
Okay.
Do you?
Have you always been like that?
Sorry. I just saw Nick's messages.
Yeah. Great.
Define always.
Ever since you could remember?
What if that's in this? Yeah, like now, within the past like couple years. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't so bad at first, and then it just progressively got worse. I don't know what happened.
No, like speaking of getting worse. No,
It is getting a little
Are you talking
deeper
about
here.
yeah,
You talking about the poop?
yes, I'm talking about the waste that we're wading through.
You come to a fork in the road that is an intersection of 4 ways.
Why do
Who
you
ate a fork?
Why do you split the waste?
Could I get down and see which way are
Do
the
they
waters coming
distribute
into
the
each other
waste?
and out?
Oh, I
one
should
way?
also say you don't have to walk through it. There
No.
is like a raised.
Oh, I figured we were
Yeah.
on the sides.
Yes.
You know.
Mr. Dark Vision, why don't you just?
You can get close.
Actually, no, we have to go torch anyway. So
Okay. I want to see if I could tell which way the water's flowing.
Yeah. Make a perception check and an acrobatics check.
just
Can I aid?
can we just throw
20
something on the surface of the?
22 on the perception.
Okay.
Can I aid in the secondary?
Boys, we might be getting wet right here.
Uh-huh.
And an 11 on that.
That's why I want to aid.
You can aid
I
Can you
will.
with a strength check.
I aid.
15 or higher.
Uh-oh,
Can
stinky.
we aid acrobatics aid, or is
Oh,
it
wait.
straight strength aid?
I'm saying he could use strength
Okay.
for this.
We're trying to keep him. from
Hey,
falling in the-
that's a 1918.
Hugh, you come nose like a feather width close to falling face first into this waste water. But Flea, something just
You don't
comes
wanna be
over
there.
you,
Oh, no.
and you grab him by his shirt and
Keep
just
holding me.
hold him there.
Hold me for a second.
You want to stay this close?
I'm finding out which way the water's flowing. We can get out
All
of
right.
here.
I got 2 hands.
It goes south. It's like it kind of curves, and yep, you figure out which direction you have to go.
All right.
Man, you're light for as stout as you are.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board, or whatever they say.
All right.
Live long enough to see yourself
Get-
become
Are
the
you sure
hero,
back up
or
this
die
isn't just
quick
more
enough.
dense here, and that that's making more buoyant?
What?
What? It's dense. That's the density of the liquid.
We're not
do,
in
floating.
it.
do not pay attention. You work in a school.
He's got a point. Is density a form of transmutation?
Probably.
That's probably.
Inevitably.
Yo, wait.
As you
hold
guys
on.
continue to walk, who's
All
leading?
of this
Who's
is a
leading
form
the way?
of transmutation. You turn
Okay.
food into waste.
Oh, you get a hero point because
Hey.
that's actually true. That's a good
transmutation
example.
right there.
That's the best example Flea has actually come
that's
up with
the-
so far.
That's the only magic I've really known in my life.
Chris is dying.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
And
getting.
so why didn't that stop when they stopped the magic?
Maybe the magic was in us all along. Always has been.
I've got the magic in me.
You know, I didn't think that the day that I'd cast magic again from my own mind would then have me scared of my life in a room of pitch darkness and then running through a falling cave and then wading through waste. Debating if our
Elthandor,
body is
you
magic.
you feel like you get struck by lightning, not literally, but just you feel this sharp realization, and you hear the voice of Headmaster Everlight play through your mind, saying that there may be great consequences if you use magic.
Right.
And you might, yeah, that plays through your mind.
And
How
that's
did that feel for you? when
well,
you
we
were
don't
using
even
that
know.
magic.
We don't know. We don't know that happened yet.
No,
music?
because magic in the
Oh, gotcha.
magic,
I was
yeah.
going back
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
As we're walking.
Yep.
It's like
Hey, I'm gonna pick up to a trot if that's cool with y'all. I want to get out of here. But yeah, back to the question. How's
it's like when you sleep on your
I mean, but get out of here faster. Anyway,
yeah, it's like when
Yep.
you sleep on an arm or something like that, and you start getting control of it, and it just doesn't quite work the way it used to for a few minutes. Even after you can use it right, it just feels wrong in a week. I feel like that.
It feels wrong,
Yes.
but it feels right.
I mean, it was a relief. It's like I literally waited 100 years for it. And
Oh,
right, yes, the
like
part
when you
where
gotta go to the bathroom real
Oh.
bad.
That is the end of his engagement in this conversation, and he's just going to resolutely increase his pace.
I think you.
Hey,
You think
my
you
legs
blew,
aren't as long as y'all's.
I think you blew his mind. Like
Hold
he's-
up.
Usually in silence, he's agreeing with you.
Well, I do work at a school.
Learning new things every day.
This is absolute hell.
You guys continue on forward.
I think that my
And who's leading the way?
is going to come off. I probably am, because he's just trying to not think about whatever conversation nonsense would happen.
As you guys are walking, you see a set of stairs. Or not stairs. Yeah. It's a ladder. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. A ladder kind of that goes up, and it looks like there's like a grate or like a manhole type cover.
I would also like to get close to this to see which way it flows. Okay, I'm kidding. Let's go
Doesn't
up the
flow up.
stairs.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fleet's gonna try to get up the ladder first because he knows, like, hey, we've been walking through, which means whoever goes in second and third is gonna have to put hands on.
Y'all would never make it as janitors, but
Make a-
I'm just trying to move. I'm not saying anything. I'm just trying to move
Okay, yeah.
hastily.
If nobody stops you,
Yeah.
you make up, yeah.
Oh, now
You're-
that you're up there, can you take this rope? And I throw a rope out there.
What? Yeah, all right. Take the rope.
Tie it to
off-
something. Yeah.
Tie it off to the top of the ladder.
Can you do that one-handed?
I'm already up the. You just hook on.
And then I'd use my unmanured hands to grab the rope, and I would use the ladder for my feet.
Honestly, it just feels harder. It's going up a ladder, but with extra steps.
It's actually the same number of steps.
Way to show off.
You could also use the rope.
Why?
Hey,
There's
Hugh-
a ladder right there.
You want to just climb up the
I'm
rope?
using the rope
Like-
and the ladder.
No, I just use the ladder.
I know. I figured.
All right, I climb
Okay.
up after him.
I take my rope back. I mostly coil it up to the part where it's gross, and then I just throw it on the ground and walk away.
You guys climb up, and you find yourselves in a forest.
Why do they put a manhole in the forest?
I don't even
A
know.
crude kind of path goes behind you, and in front of you, you see kind of a clearing, and kind of settled past this clearing against a rocky bluff, you see a campfire with several shapes, figures around this campfire, a few tents. And that's where we're going to pick up in just a minute when we come back from a break. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Hey, welcome back. Sorry, it took a little longer. I was trying to set something up and realized my computer can only output DisplayPort. So no fun thing that I built today, which is sad because it looked really cool.
It did. I glimpsed at
It's a
it.
sad day. It's a bad day.
Yeah, it was something I made in Tailspire, but I'll just use words to describe it instead.
Hey, Hugh, does that fire look like a blue flame to you or like a gold flame to you?
It's fine.
It looks gold to me.
Flame looks blue to me right now.
Keep it down.
It's weird.
We don't know who that is.
Do you have an HDMI out on that
I've got USB-C.
surface?
I got an adapter. Do USB-C.
HDMI to-
HDMI to USB-C.
I have an HDMI out.
I'm gonna re-download Tailspire.
Well, we'll just kill time as he does that.
Well,
So,
we don't know who that is.
No, wait, I don't have a reason to
I
not
think
trust him.
I should sneak up and see who it is. I'll come back
Yes,
to you guys.
because
Do you?
campers historically love people sneaking up on them.
Well, historically, campers also we love people strolling into their campsite and saying, "Hey,
You just gotta
nice
walk,
fire."
Hey, you just gotta walk up and ask for help, man. Be like, hey, I got lost in the woods.
We don't know who it is.
Yeah, there's no reason to worry about him if we don't know who it is.
It could be the frog.
The
think
frog did
frogs
not
need
go busting
camps.
through a hole to come out here and stop and make a fire.
So you go
ribbit,
first.
ribbit.
Kermit the Frog.
frog here.
Sorry for
That's
that.
gonna be
Well-
his name now. What?
Well, you go first then.
All right. I stroll up.
You just walk up.
Yeah, just walk.
You see. Okay, so let me before you
Don't walk up.
before you move,
What's passive stealth?
you see three rather bulked looking figures. Just their shadow outlines. You don't have dark vision. So they're standing in firelight, but they're pretty far away.
Yeah, 3 shredded dudes in the forest. Looks just like Flea.
Just like Flea.
Please.
Yeah, Flea's supposed to be beefy. He's a little beefy.
I figured he was like
Is he a beefcake or is he
in
though?
shape. I didn't think he was like
Yeah,
jacked.
like well in shape, like bulked enough that you're like, he's
yeah,
fit.
farmer fit.
Not
like
not
that.
slim fit, farmer fit.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I do a vibe check?
you can make a perception check first.
All right. No bonuses. No bonuses. Perception. Oh, 23. I will verify. Because I know that's like the third
Yeah.
19 that I've rolled.
Thank you. It looked like a 12 for a little bit, but
No.
19.
He just brought his 19 die out.
23.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
He
what's
didn't show
happening.
you the back side of the die that's all 19.
I would love
Yeah.
that. I could do that though.
They seem okay. But pretty thick. You notice one of them is carrying a battle axe that's the size of a small child for sure.
Yeah, that's standard around these parts, I
I think
assume.
that's battle.
Everybody's gonna walk around with their weapons. Heck, I'm carrying two knives in a sling.
Sling.
I
Well, what are you gonna do? You gonna walk? You just gonna waltz in there with them 3 beefy boys?
don't see why not.
Maybe a beefy woman. We don't know.
Yeah, it's just 3 beefcakes. Big beautiful beefcakes.
I'm going to
You know what?
put myself in a position.
All right, now that I've seen them,
We haven't
sling.
moved.
If I'm saying that I want to be prepared to sling somebody if crap hits the fan.
We just came from crap.
can I vibe check now?
There's no vibe check.
Roll for
What
vibe
is
check.
there is a society check.
There is.
Can I do that?
You can.
Would that help?
What about a perception check?
He already
Well,
did a perception
check let me see that they've got a big stinking weapon the size of a small child. The society check is going to hopefully allow me to know whether or not I should.
I love that we're walking into a situation we all know is dangerous, but we're also convinced that we wouldn't know / care that.
It's a 9.
Team?
Please,
I love it.
it's a 9. It was a 5 plus 4.
Do I get any spidey sense that we're about to be in trouble?
Listen, I stand by what I said. There's, people gonna have weapons and
Time to
things.
use your magic.
You don't feel like I shouldn't go talk to these people?
Were you downloading that?
It is downloaded and it just launched.
Okay.
Do y'all feel like I shouldn't go talk to them? Like, I don't see why not. Listen, I'm not trying to have any prejudiced biases here.
I mean,
Do I see anybody?
I'm just saying,
from where I
you
am?
can go first.
I have
maybe
low light vision if that matters,
I have
but
dark
not
vision.
dark. I'm
have
just
dark.
saying. I'm asking what I see. It says waiting on GM.
Or
I
do you-
see a bunch of carts and water.
Do you want me to? You want me to go try to look since I can see better in the dark, or you run in there and be like, oh my gosh, help! My friend is falling and he can't get up, and I will be back here
Waiting
on the
for Venture
ground like
cutscene
that.
mode.
Listen, it's never a good idea
I'm in
to
the
start a
forest now. I
relationship
see a
by
lamp
lying to
and
people.
trees.
I won't. I'm pretty bloody.
Just hit the.
If you haven't noticed.
I mean, well, yeah, but I still lie and be like, oh, he's falling and he can't get it. Like,
Oh, do we want to run
you're
Oh.
fine.
HDMI to me?
My friend was beaten by a bunch of thugs. You gotta help me brainstorm. What would make
Oh,
sense?
and the adapter. Yeah.
I'm thinking, all right, we just start with. I'm still whispering.
HDMI adapter.
Ow! One of my beard hairs just got pulled out on the microphone.
Oh no.
That's always the worst.
Bye, Nick.
Listen, I'm like,
That was about 20 minutes ago.
Walk
I
up.
think he's gone.
just walk up and say like, hey, we're kind of lost. Can you point us to the nearest town?
All
Can
right.
we hang out by your fire? Take a short little break.
So run me through the scenarios of how that's gonna happen. How do you think that's gonna work out for you?
I walk up. I say what I just said. Introduce. Hey, my name's. What's up? Going on? Sorry, trying not to spook you. Just in the forest.
There we go.
My name's Flea.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Just want to come see if I could sit by your nice fire. But I'm surprisingly in the woods this evening, and if you don't know what that's like, it's kind of terrible.
You're not gonna explain that we just may or may not have summoned a demon and we just walked through a river of poop and out of a manhole in the forest to these people. We're gonna leave that part out.
Why would you explain that to anyone?
It kind of sets the scene for how screwed we are.
I mean, okay, but there was also the things that Professor Everlight, or the Headmaster Everlight, asked us not to say, right?
Okay, so we
were
can-
like, hey, don't talk about.
Hey, we got lost and ended up in a river poop. Can you help us?
Hey, we were in.
We
some-
found out what's in the bottom of that manhole.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go up and talk to whatever.
Okay.
Whatever happens. It's gonna be alright.
All right. Are we good to move on?
Mhm.
All right.
This is what you guys.
But in dark.
This is the manhole.
Why you're missing things?
Oh.
It's
Oh, I also changed my settings to garbage tier.
I mean, it looks cool.
Space.
yeah. So you guys are in the woods. You see from across. You also
Is it light outside?
no, it's
I
dark.
thought it was dark. Yeah.
That's why I saw this and I was like,
One sec.
something seems
Let
wrong.
me check my.
That's
I may have turned off something that changes for that.
You know what, Flea? I got your back, but I think you should go in there first, because if they are gonna kill you, all they gotta do is, I got one left in me.
What do you mean if they're gonna kill? Why would they kill me?
We don't know if they're not gonna kill you, but you just go. You go in first, and we'll figure it out. I got your back. I'll follow you. I'll be right behind you, gun out, ready to go, in case something bad happens. And you give us the signal that it's all clear.
Everything was fine until you said, unless they kill you. But I guess I'm gonna stick with it. See you in a minute, I hope. I shamble up.
Shadier, but I
Just
don't know
cough
how to
real
read it.
loud. That's a signal
the
for us to
things
come
turn
in.
off?
Well, the shades and graphics was what I had changed. Quality
Alright, I'm
settings.
sneaking up behind them where I can.
I don't have anything
see
that's
them.
like turning off like the time of day or anything like that.
Okay, so whoever wants to approach,
That'd be me.
make a stealth check.
Oh, I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
not being stealthy. I'm being stealthy.
And
I'm
I'm for-
following behind him as stealthy as possible. Do I
Okay.
need to make a stealth check?
If you're trying to stealth, then yeah.
Yes, sir, Captain.
Whoops.
Oh, we're pretty stealth.
Captain.
That's 22.
Okay.
Speak for yourself.
That's quiet.
Speak for your stealth.
Hey, you stay back. Stay back. That's pretty good. +6?
Yeah. Bro, I'm an elf. I mean, yeah, but
Okay, so this should be what you guys. So I was creating an overlay.
should be. Or maybe we are now.
Are we our
Is
future
there-
selves, or are we our past selves in the future?
Ask that to the other one.
Is there any chance
Okay.
that the
How did you-
university is
never mind.
4 days ahead and we just caught up with everybody else?
I would say that's either a question for you or the other one.
Let's go with the other one.
I've just listen. All I know is that that's not right. Thank you, gentlemen, for sharing your space. I got a weird thing going on. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out.
Sorry,
if
flee,
you
flee but not flee. Can
hold on, if you happen to hear, there's kind of like there's like a really timid guy, a really like pompous guy, and then the dude that might want to try to strength fight you. Just don't worry about it. Just go along with it. Pretend it's normal.
And he's all
Don't freak out.
He's.
Because I tell you right now, he's gonna love that battle axe.
It's like when.
Maybe we should start over.
Hey,
What's your name?
You get just call me Flea.
Flea. What's
Yep.
you're
I'll just
Hugh?
call all of us Flea.
Hugh?
Not them. You'll pick it up on it.
Get the gat.
Hugh Get the Gat. All right, that's not a traditional dwarven name, but I like it.
It's not.
Elthandor.
Yes.
Or I mean, sorry, yeah. And you?
Elthandor. Mirfa.
And you're all from the university.
Yes.
Are you studying the arcane?
They are.
In my prime form, I'm pretty stuck up on transmutation. But yeah.
As one does, yes. So, all right. Well, I am Dulgrub Golden Fist.
Okay. Cool.
Dulgrub, Golden Fist.
Okay.
I'm the leader of this team. So far, we've tried to excavate some of these crystals. But it's almost like a strange radiation emitting from them that we've not really ever encountered before. So we decided to take it slow and be a little more methodical, make sure that we're safe. And he points over, and you can clearly see through this like thicket a bright green glow.
So
Whatever these are, they're iridescent, which is just not normal.
Do you have any shards of them that you've already mined that I can look at real quick?
Yeah, well, we've not gotten quite that far yet, but we could. Would it be helpful?
Possibly. I've got an idea. Maybe.
He turns to the other dwarf that was shirtless. This is Thrarbek, Thrarbek Boulderhand. Hey, Thrallbrick, would you be a peach and go see if you can't get a shard of some of these crystals?
I would follow him. I'd want to see the crystal.
Well, yes, I suppose that's something I could do. He sets down this huge battle axe, and it like hits with an audible clunk on the ground, and he takes some of the tools and goes off towards this field. And as you follow, you see he kind of like parts through some trees, and there are these like 4 to 5 foot tall crystals that are glowing that have come up out of the ground. There's almost like mushrooms, the way that
That's
they
what I
like
was gonna-
split the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was going to check.
But they look like quartz almost, like very sharp pointed, but just thick.
and glowing a greenish blue hue.
Well, green and blue separately.
Oh.
There's 2 different crystals.
Okay.
Um,
What was transmutation?
he takes out this really long kind of pickaxe so he doesn't have to get too close, and he like almost a shovel, and he takes a piece off a green one, puts it into a bag, does the same to a blue one. What are you observing during this time?
I had mainly wanted to see if the crystals came from up or down, and presumably it sounds like they came up because of the ground
Yeah.
shape. And then the other thing I wanted to see
wanna touch
was if there are any other animals in the forest and their seeming behavior around.
Make a perception check.
Uh,
That was a good question.
18.
It's dead silent.
That's horrifying. I hate it.
No animals.
No birds. No rustling of squirrels or
No.
anything. Just
Golden fist, right? And golden hand.
golden fist.
Boulder Hand.
Boulder
Hand. Boulder hand. Mr. Boulder hand. Have you guys noticed?
Boulder Hand is the one that's with Elthandor. The rest of you are at the campfire still.
Have you guys noticed anything weird out here since you've been out here?
Other than us.
Dolgrub, no, we've not noticed a whole lot of anything. It seems whatever these crystals are, seem to be unnatural. We've not come across much wildlife. Yeah. So, I mean, to answer your question, no, we've not seen anything weird.
Dare I say, strange for a forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys make your way back with the samples, and he lays them out on this mat. And you see the third dwarf that hasn't really said much look over and he comes a little closer to observe as well.
Get in there, Flea. Are they
I'm just kind of putting my wrist closer to them.
multiple pieces?
Gotcha.
Multiple pieces?
Multiple pieces, green and blue.
Can I
They're
can
kind
I
of
see one of them green ones?
well.
From one dwarf to another, you know.
Now,
just wanna look
remind
at
me my own creation of these bracelets. Did I say that they detect any magic or just those artifacts? Like
I thought
skull.
you said magic at one
I
point.
thought they responded to us doing things.
No, I think it's magic.
Yeah, but I thought they responded to us doing magic.
No, it responds to outside magic too.
Okay.
And they don't just glow when. If I believe so, it's
That's what I was
any
thinking too.
magic.
I put magic bracelet allows me to do magic.
I
I am-
remember in
I
the
am-
text too.
That's the only note that I have.
Uh-huh.
Not saying that there wasn't more, but that was the one that I was like, oh, I have to have this to be able to do magic.
What version of Flea is this?
2. This is the not mage. This is the ranger.
It is a ranger.
Hence the pipe.
So you start to move your bracelet forward, and it starts to glow. The closer you get, the brighter it glows.
Yeah. He's not gonna get like too close. It was just very much a like, I wonder.
Casual.
Because I thought they were like blue gems or something. Like it's made of a blue stone. Or they
That's
glow
blue
blue
green.
at least.
It glows blue.
Yeah. He was like,
Weird. Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Was what?
What's that? What's
oh, he's not like
Oh.
it was
He was
very
trying
much
to
like
surreptitiously-
stretch.
He's like trying
make a
sleight of hand.
Deception.
sleight of hand is not quite.
Oh, it's not a thing in this.
There
is
is
no sleight.
there is stealth, performance, or deception.
Do stealth or deception?
I will take stealth because that one is high better.
It's high better.
Oh, you piece of crap.
I got that.
You're
got that
point.
here. Or do you already spend your...
I didn't, and I will.
This is
Okay, that's much better.
It's a 4 instead of a 3.
It'd be 30% better.
He coughed
17.
really loudly, farted, and went like this.
It's on your wrist there. It's a little. That's cool. It's glowing.
Yeah. Something. It was a gift.
Oh.
It was.
You've never seen it do that before.
I don't know.
Wait, does
I
mine,
had a theory.
does mine do that too?
It feels weird. It's a thing. It's new. It's a weird thing, and there's weird stuff going on. So I thought I might try to piece something together.
I think it was something they gave him at the college.
It was. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's very strange that it's glowing.
I thought it was like some sort of tracker or something. Honestly, I didn't love it.
How are
So-
y'all meaning to test these?
I think I'm gonna retract into someone.
Well, there's an entire regiment of tests we can run on it.
Yeah.
We can crush it down and we can take samples and look at it under the scope. And we can.
Character question.
Okay.
Being the ancestors and not Flea himself, are they able to dip out at will?
If there's a reason to. So, if you're talking about arcane things, there could be an innate pull for that to happen.
Okay.
So yes,
I'm a piece of those.
he takes out these comically long tweezer like things from a bag, and he picks it up and he hands you the tweezer. Yeah, just don't touch it with your hand.
Why?
We don't know what this is. It could be radioactive.
Do you never touch
that's-
anything with your hand until you've done science to it?
Yes, that's my whole job.
I'm gonna grab the
He
tweezer.
takes out a little box
Eats
from
new food.
he takes a
Very
little
boring.
box out from his bag and waves
like
it
most
over
dwarves out
the
there.
crystal shard, and it does nothing. And he's like, well, it's not radioactive, so I suppose it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna take it in my hand and give it a sniff. Give it a lick.
What?
Yeah, he's being weird. Don't freak out.
Put it in my teeth for a little bit and. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all there. Yep.
Oh, are we dealing with these now?
Yeah.
What?
Welcome back.
Oh, hi, hello.
Sorry,
This is-
this
This is the other one.
As he
I'm one of the
explained
others,
earlier-
don't
yeah,
worry.
it's one of the other
The
ones.
third one
Ah.
that hasn't talked very much, that's wearing the jumpsuit, turns and just
Good evening. Yes.
That's still Flea.
Yes, I'm Flea.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Well,
Talk to
kind
me.
of.
Flea.
He's Flea, but he's not really
flee,
He's
Yeah.
but
Yes.
still flee.
Still Flea. Yes.
Still Flea.
What? I
I
don't
know it's a tricky situation, isn't it?
sometimes you get in a good mood or a sad mood. Imagine those moods, but they have different voices and act differently.
I'm really confused.
You would be. It's okay. Yeah, you would be.
No. What is that supposed to mean?
We're laughing in character.
What is...
You'll figure it out later.
Are you sure your name's Flea?
I'm.
Back, you're good.
Believe me,
Don't grub, I don't like this.
Believe me, I'm quite positive it's not. However, you may call me Flea. Yes, these are quite what we expected. I think to some degree, yes.
Is he always this rude?
That one is
this
quite.
one is
yeah,
always
that
Why?
one's pretty rude.
Do you not care to ask me my name?
I was a bit curious, but I figured you would have introduced yourselves as we had all given ours.
He looks very offended. Like he's understanding the sharpness of the wit coming out. My name is Dragoon.
Did you say dragon?
Dragoon?
I heard
Dragoon?
I heard
Dragoon.
Wait, Dragoon? Is that your last name or your first name?
Do you know how I got that name?
No, but I'm sure it's a devilish story that I'd like to hear possibly later, maybe not.
I'll hear it now while he does his rude stuff.
Yep.
Sure, you tell them. I'm going to look a little closer at this.
Because I was drooging on your mum.
I'm glad I hung around for that one. That was well worth the wait.
Dolgrub is just like, oh, all right. So
Hey, what's Dragoon?
his name is Dragoon.
Dragoon.
No, what's Dragoon? He said he was.
I was Dragoon these dangling participles upon your mother.
Flea?
And Dolgrub
Give
point.
your mother my.
You can tell that to the other one.
Okay.
Dolgrub points to Dragoon. You might not think it, but he's actually the smartest one of all of us. Holds several degrees from the university himself.
I'm quite positive I wouldn't have thought it myself.
Is it in Drooging?
It's DRAGOO''N.
Yeah, I spelled it right. Well, Mr.
I'm going to further
Dragoon,
inspect. Wild things happen.
Make an Arcana check.
Yes.
while he's checking these out. Cool. What?
That's a natural 20 for a 24.
It's your first one, right?
Huh?
It's the first one for the campaign.
Maybe the second one for the
Okay.
campaign.
For him?
Right, I feel like
For
you got like a 20 on like something that was like
Sorry.
yeah.
So holding on that,
We're celebrating something here.
what were you starting to say?
Nothing. What did y'all expect? So, how did you guys find out that there were these crystals up here? How did you guys?
We were summoned by the folks at this. It's a town nearby called Morinhelm. Morinhelm.
They saw these pop up.
Someone did.
Crystals are only around here.
Yes,
And I'll-
just in
Just
this,
here?
Okay.
just around here. Flea. These are arcane incarnate.
Oh, jeez.
This is pure magical energy crystallized.
I'm gonna put my piece in my pocket.
You didn't hear that.
You didn't say anything yet.
I mean, technically, I would have already done it. I mean, I wanted a piece.
I mean, in fairness, they did chip it off for us, and you put it in your mouth. I don't see any reason
Yeah, I
they
don't
want
think
it.
they want it back. Kind of salty.
While you're here doing research things, I presume, are you prepared to harvest all of this and take it with you?
I don't think we'd be planning to take all of it.
How about this? For the next day or two, if we hang out and are able to help you in any ways we can, we take as much as we can possibly carry, and perhaps you will have enough space to take the rest.
I feel like maybe.
Why would you be interested in taking so much of it,
I-
or taking it at all?
Well, we are here with the university, and it's my belief that perhaps Headmaster Everlight would like to take a closer look at as much as he can get his hands on.
Make a deception check.
Gladly.
Is that deception?
Well,
He's
I
hiding
know.
his intent.
I know. Big money, big money, big money, big money.
18.
oh yeah. I mean, I could understand that.
What's our rock group called?
Would you be all right coming back to harvest some so we can study it and do our tests first, just to make sure everything's fine?
Oh, I'm not saying that we're going to take the first samples. I'm
No.
saying we'll help gather, do everything. I'll assist in what tests I can, being that I'm the one managing the situation for the time being. And if I'm not, perhaps you'll have some more muscle or a better time finding things. One way or another, it is my intent to help, and I'm sure I can convince the others.
Well, I appreciate your fervency in trying to help us with this situation. However, if it would be so possible, you need to come back in a few days. Let us begin the preliminary tests. We've got to test the soil. We've got to see how far down the crystals go. Yeah. These are things where we can't remove them from the ground yet.
Right. Well,
How would you feel if perhaps what has already been harvested, do you mind if we take that? It seemed quite easy.
This?
Yes, the few shards that we have.
Sure. Yeah, that's
We'll
fine.
take these, come back in some time, hopefully
Yes.
to find you here.
Yes.
we'll have a question.
What do you think this is?
I'm not sure, but being that, I don't know, being given strange things at the university and these strange things here, it just seems interesting.
We're also probably presumed dead.
That is entirely possible.
Yeah.
You're,
been 4
you're
days.
right. When you say you're not entirely sure, your right eye twitches uncontrollably for a moment. Oh,
I think it's time to hit the old dusty trail.
all right. Well, there's an old dwarvish saying that shared secrets make friends, but secrets don't make friends. It's a good story. You've probably heard that one, Hugh.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to hit the hay for the night, but you're welcome to stay here. Get some rest.
Well, I have a question, Mr. Delgrup. Would you have a secret to share with us?
Yes. Yes. I was once in charge of a mine. To the south, in the Rulux. There was an accident several years ago. It was the shift that I was leading. Of course, I was the shift leader. Huge mine. Thousands of dwarves worked there. And our most profitable vein, there was an accident. Still to this day, we don't know what happened. There were several... It seemed like someone had been experimenting or mixing explosives, and it all went up in flames. The mountain collapsed on that entire portion, and I've just not been able to forgive myself ever since. I've not said that out loud before.
Knowing what we know about dwarves, magic's been gone for only 100 years.
Correct.
And we can assume that this dwarf is over 100 years old.
Probably.
Okay. That's context that I needed that is now going to sway decisions and things that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just because that was a poor assumption.
It's well, thank you for sharing that, Mr. Delgrub.
Have you seen things like this before?
Like what? Like these crystals?
Yes.
No. Not exactly like this, no.
Well, things similar. Do you have any preconceptions of what this might be?
Well, if this were a different time, I would think that something is going on with magic. These don't appear to... I mean, these appear to be a mineralistic, organic... Well, I mean, minerals aren't organic, but natural substance. But the green glow that's lighting us right now beyond the campfire, that's not normal. That's not a naturally... I've never in my life ever studied or seen, and I've been to almost all of the continents, except for the dark place, but nobody goes there. The dark place. And I've never seen anything like this. I've seen bioluminescence under the ocean, under the seas. I've seen animals that can glow, but I've never seen this before. And so, to answer your question, it seems like it would be arcane.
Mr. Golden Fist?
Yes.
So you shared your secret with us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd like to share a secret back.
All right.
What we told you was mostly true.
I mean, I think
We did get lost in the sewer chasing after our friend.
Mm-hmm.
However, that friend and us are part of a group called EARS.
Known as is, yes.
That is the Everlight Archaeological Recovery.
Service.
Yes.
I'm familiar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. So,
Is that why you're here?
no.
Is this magic?
It's a happy
We don't
accident,
know.
yes. This was not our intent, believe me.
But
Yes, you all usually recover artifacts, right? Not
yeah,
Things like
not
that?
crystals, but given the strangeness of not only the lapse in time, our friend disappearing, dwarves in the middle of a forest, big
that
glowing.
is a bit strange.
Yeah. I almost said as soon as I walked up, be like, "What are y'all doing up here?"
You're back in the
If
day.
you would, let's go ahead and let's work. We'll camp out with you for the night. But in the morning, if you would, just lend us a couple tools to grab as much of this that we can carry, so that we may return it to the school and aid each other, dwarves and
The
others.
school?
Yeah, in trying to figure out what this is, as I think it will be a benefit to everybody in figuring out what this is, so we can put it into this problem and strangeness.
Well, not every problem has to be solved, or not every new Just because something's strange doesn't mean it's a problem. This could be fine. It could be terrible, especially if this is arcane.
Have you seen any animals around here? You answered that already.
No.
It sounds like it's not going to be good.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
Just say yes. When we go to sleep, I'm bonking you straight in the head.
What?
I'm gonna knock you smooth out when you're asleep, and then we're good. I'm picking up an axe or a pickaxe.
Pickaxe.
22.
Baby, a double.
Oh yeah, you got the 3. I got 19.
Natural 20 for a total of 24.
24,
Hey.
22.
22.
30.
19. But his 24 is like a 34 because the die.
Did you net 20?
I did.
So,
That's 2 in a row. That doesn't happen for me.
Well, not in a row.
Well, my last one.
Flea, you feel it first. The ground is shaking. Almost like pulsating. You feel it. The 3 other dwarves have already noticed as
You
well.
feel that?
What's everybody noticing
Go
on the map?
Thandor.
No.
They all stand up, and
Take your shoes off.
he grabs his Thrarbeck picks up his giant battle axe and kind of like assumes a squatting position. And you see an eruption of green
For a second.
light explode from the ground. Literally, I mean, explode from the ground. And trees fly everywhere. The ground begins to shake. And the forest erupts in fire, green fire, as this explosion happens.
Did we see if there was a crystal at the origin of the blast prior?
It's not close. This was
Okay.
Northwest,
Gotcha.
and based on where you are, you might perceive that is between you and the university. But the forest is now on fire, literally on fire. And the ground is still pulsating. We probably
I was about to say, Golden.
We need to go.
Get out of here.
Agreed.
I swipe everything into the bag that they came with.
they
Give it up.
each, you see them scramble and grab what look to be expensive things, and
back on.
just begin booking it.
Y'all need help with anything?
Let's get out
Grab
of
some
here.
of them things.
I thought an antidote was going to be helpful today.
Yeah. Couple help.
The fire is spreading rapidly. You do, as you guys begin running, you off in the distance hear as these crystals are being engulfed in this flame and exploding, adding to the blaze. You make it to a clearing. There's the trees kind of end. The ground is much more just grass, barren, and there's actually road. You see off in the distance a road, and the eruptions finally stop. You guys will have just been sprinting for your lives, so you're out of breath, feeling a little fatigued, but you're alive. What was that? I've never seen anything like that. The sky, it's the forest is blazing so bright that it's almost like daytime, but it's green.
Yeah. I mean, we've never seen anything like it.
Did all the crystals, regardless of color, all explode green?
You only see
Okay.
green,
That's fair.
and I think running for your lives,
Right, I figured that.
you probably didn't.
I'm like, oh, I should have checked the. Let's watch this one.
I think it was Shrek.
You see off in the distance, just kind of like the outline of buildings.
Well,
This road kind of leads to them. That's off in the distance.
I don't think we should hang out any closer than this than we have to. I say we book it to that nearest town up there.
I fully agree. Would you be joining us?
Of course, I'm not. We're not staying here.
Right.
All right.
Is this the town?
Off we
that
go.
What they said the crystals were near, or is this like?
You
Head south. We're going south.
southeast,
Is this
Is it towards?
southeast, and then east.
Is it like towards?
is this
Everly?
Easternmore? Easternmore?
You were in Eastonmore.
Easternmore. Okay. Is
Uh,
this Moranhelm?
Yes.
Morenhelm?
Morenhelm. You guys begin making your way down the road, and you see the blaze just going off in the distance. It doesn't seem to be spreading, though, any further than the bounds of kind of the last set of explosions.
Is the fire like burning things like fire normally burns things?
Yeah.
Okay.
The trees are definitely burning and everything. You make your way down this road. This is a good road, this is a main artery of
I
travel.
like this road.
That's a nice road. And you see a sign that says Morenhelm, quarter mile ahead. It's easy going from here, and you hear the three dwarves talking amongst themselves about how they've actually never been to Morenhelm. They've heard the stories, and they're excited to actually see it, but they just wish it was under better circumstances.
Now, Thandor,
Yes.
do you have any thoughts on what these crystals might be? I know you've been around for quite some time. I
Yes.
was wondering if perhaps the dwarves that haven't seen anything, have you read or found, or in your time at the college, spoken with anyone?
So obviously I'll need to roll for whatever I would possibly know, but the thing that I think is kind of on the whole table situation downstairs, didn't they say something like, it's finally worked, something to that effect?
Something similar.
That's
A lot of we'll be back.
That's what I'm worried about.
But that's not. I mean specifically these crystals.
Oh right. So have I seen anything like that?
You wouldn't have, no.
No, I was more in the less in the study, more in the practice. This is probably the first time in a few years I've cracked open a book.
Then here is a time for study. Listen closely.
Okay.
These are, and I'm saying this assuming that we're further from the dwarves. These are what I know as arcane incarnate. They're crystals, they are pure magic for some reason. They are growing. All of the fire that we've recently witnessed is magic. I don't understand why it's here. I don't understand why it's coming back. But it's important that you know this, and I have suspicions that we may be able to figure out how to use these to not have to sacrifice danger when casting magic. If we can bypass having to pull magic from another plane by using this that's already here and utilizing its abilities, perhaps we can keep quiet. That's why I wanted to take so much. A, for research, and B, for I would like to be able to do the things that I'm quite good at. I'm sure you understand.
Quite.
So, we'll divvy it up when we can. We'll set aside an amount to give to Everlight. The rest, you get half, I get half. I don't think Hugh needs it. Look at him.
I mean, it's maybe a touch xenophobic, but probably accurate.
Well, judging from his skills and his...
Did I hear them?
I'm trying to...
Hey.
I'm trying to not. Judging from his skills and his aptitude. You heard me?
I can hear you.
That's fine. Judging from his skills and his aptitude, I don't think he'll be in need of this.
That's
Yes,
that's
Daddy.
fair.
Good.
But I still have some already.
That's fine. Keep what you must. Perhaps, would you like to present that to Everlight himself?
No.
or-
How about you give me the part you're gonna give to Everlight, and I'll present that.
Only
I
if
would
we're
like
going
to keep the little crystal I have.
Oh, sure.
As you guys are talking, you come upon the gate of this city, and you hear a river, and you see a towering city that is also a bridge.
So the city is a bridge.
The bridge
Or the
is a
bridge
city, and the city is a bridge.
And it's
Which
all transmutation.
Is the city? It's transmuted the city
And he called me
and a
dumb.
bridge together.
Hello?
This is
Is gate open?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is
It's a bridge. There are gates on bridges.
the great city of Morinhelm. It is the second great city of Milnus, the continent in which you're on. And it looks something... Nope. Like, if you refer to Foundry, it looks something like this.
Sorry, I have songs stuck in my head. Oh, I don't own any token with vision in this scene. You can probably turn off the
Yeah.
thing on the thing.
Hold on.
Sorry, computers are hard, people. I get LOS.
Well, it's a big city. That's a bridge.
Bridge City.
That's
City.
hold on.
Oh yeah, I get some perspective for the map if I really scroll out. I can see the footprint. Footprint's big. Really big. Quite. Oh, goodness. Do you scroll really far out?
It's a massive city that spans several.
Such beautiful crap.
Oh, I was trying to use the ruler.
It spans the entire width of a river.
What is that?
From shore to shore. It's breathtaking. It's a marvel of engineering for sure.
Put it back.
And
600 feet. It's big.
Sorry.
that's where we're gonna pick up next time.
You're on.
Table Fables.
You can find us at
1-800 table.
Table Fables on Instagram, Table Fables on TikTok, Table Fables on Facebook, at Table Fables on YouTube, all the places.
Big Ups.
Hot
Singles in your area in our chat.
That's true.
What a platform.
The only chat with hot singles.
I hope you guys enjoyed. What was your favorite moments?
Michael taking notes while I was talking about how magic might work with these.
Oh, you noticed that, eh?
Oh yeah.
I have a whole notes section in Notion at the bottom of my notes.
You got a
You
note
know,
section in your notes?
I have ideas for what I'm going to use my crystal for.
I'm scared about that prospect.
Tasteful necklace.
No.
Got other ideas.
You could grind up a tiny bit and use to spice something up.
So I think my favorite parts. Let's see. The sewer part pretty good. You know, the corn pretty great.
Before and after. Yeah.
Yeah, before and after. It's the food you see twice. Kind of like the snack that smiles back, goldfish.
Yeah.
You know.
What number is the scholar?
3.
3.
Yeah.
3 is like Elthandor's id. He's like, oh, he says everything I want to say.
Well.
Seeing my own kind up there.
Oh yeah, the dwarves.
Yeah, I am really glad because I was like, okay, because of things that we've discussed with like the way the ancestors work, I did actually roll from ranger to. I was like, I hope that it comes to the mage, and it happened too. So I was like, yes, that's a big win. Everything that I wanted happened.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I'm glad.
We'll find out if mother comes back. Mommy.
I can't say anything.
I forgot you reminded me that the bands do borrow magic from the other planes, and so it seems like that could be something that draws people.
Mm-hmm.
And this seems like crystals are when you have like the mineral that like coagulates because it's like sticks to itself because of like generally concentration. So if you have like a ton of salt in something and you drop a little like grain of salt, in a super saturated salt solution, how it melts a salt crystal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm imagining that there's this huge underground reservoir of magic, essentially, where you put the gigantic magic cork.
Could
in
also
there.
be where the planes are intersecting. We don't know.
I mean, it could have been also that they summoned
Well,
a.
I'm thinking that,
Well, we'll just have to find out next time on Table Fables.
yes, before we have all
Possibly.
the good ideas on screen.
So
Before Michael starts taking too many other notes.
Well, always stay safe and don't fall on crystals. I don't know.
oh,
Don't wade through the sewer.